Hey guys, what's up? Austin here, aka Bowtie Guy 97. Today we're going to be talking about how my lift and my tires destroyed my suspension on my 2004 Chevy Silverado 1500. So, if you watched any of my other videos, you know that I have the Rough Country 2.5-inch leveling kit. That's keys in the front, blocks in the rear, and I also run a Fuel Maverick 2-piece wheel on a 33 1250 Open Country MT, and they are heavy wheels. They're heavy tires. The lift puts a lot of stress on my front suspension with the keys cranked up. Over the past period of about a month, it has worn out my upper ball joints, my lower ball joints, and my CV axles. So I wanted to show y'all, and I've had a bunch of questions about in a previous video I did about my upper control arms and how they have 2 extra degrees of camber. Now, when I went to Advance, and I've had a bunch of people ask me what brand they are, I can't tell you. I didn't keep the receipt and I don't know the brand, but I went to Advance Auto Parts and they had the regular control arm, which is the factory spec, and they had one that added 2 degrees of camber. Now what that does is allows them to align the truck with the leveling kit and the big wheels and tires. Because before, on the stock upper control arms, they couldn't get the toe right. It was off a couple tenths of a degree, and it was maxed out. But once we did this, they were able to get it perfectly aligned again. So I recommend that if you're planning on getting a leveling kit and running some big tires and cranking it up. That would be a good investment because you're going to wear out that ball joint anyway if you do it. But it wore out my upper ball joint first, and then a few months down the road, which just happened, we had the lower ball joints and the CV axles both pretty much at the same time. It split the boots open, a bunch of stuff got up in there and tore up the bearing, and the lower ball joints were all but about to fall out. You can see it right down in there, and you see the brand new axle. And I had to do that both sides. So I'm not, the truck's got a good bit of miles on it, so I'm not, that could have some parts to do with it, but it's not without a doubt that lift and the combination with the heavy wheels and tires is definitely what wore them out so fast. So if you're looking in the market and you're thinking about lifting it, doing a leveling kit or the big wheels and tires, it's worth it. I mean, it's a great look. The truck looks great. I love it. I'm not by any means saying I should have never done it. I'm just telling y'all that if you are going to do it, be prepared. You are going to wear your ball joints out and possibly your CV axles, depending on what lift kits you go with and how hard you crank it up. So I appreciate you watching this video. I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of questions on this one. So if you want to drop some questions down in the bottom, I'll do my best to answer them. I'll try to find out the brand on the upper control arms because I've had a ton of questions about that. So I'm really going to do my best to try to figure out the brand on those and let y'all know. We got big things coming up for the truck. We might be changing up the lift. We might be going with a bigger lift here soon, and that is in preparation for a different wheel and tire setup. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more updates. Coming up here next week, we're going to be doing a video on this 2004 Chevy Tahoe Z71 5.3. It's the same year as my truck, same engine, it's just Tahoe. We've already got a leveling kit on it, wheels and tires, exhaust. So I'm going to be doing kind of an overview video on that, and that's my buddy Michael right there. So he's going to be in the next week's video. I've got a whole bunch of vehicles that people are going to let me do some videos on. The channel's going to get really cool. I'm trying to do my best to get at least 2 videos a week up for y'all. So definitely hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you watching. If you got any questions, again, drop them in the comments. Take care. Have a great day.